Hi there. So have you ever had an unnecessary argument? One where when you look back, you think that wasn't the best way to deal with it. So what Spirit want to look at today is peacefulness. And they say if the world was at peace, it would be almost unrecognizable. Let me just share some of the channeling that we've received from Spirit. There is an enormous lack of understanding among people, which is what is causing a lack of peace. The conflict, the differences, the anger, the hatred, and the wars are just a lack of understanding. So what they would like us to do today is not look at the larger worldwide, countrywide differences of opinion. What they're looking at is us and the changes that we can make that can ultimately trigger larger changes. So if all we need to do is to make some tweaks and rewire our brain, let's have a look back at an argument, an unnecessary argument that we have had in the past. So ideally think back to one where there's no real emotional involvement anymore, and you can just look back at it dispassionately. So have a look at it and see, what was the trigger point? What happened that made me become argumentative? And then we drill down and down through our belief systems, peeling away all the layers until we find the absolute root cause. This may take a while if it's something that you have never looked at. And let me just give you a couple of possible examples. It could be that your belief system is such that if somebody disagrees with you, then they are fundamentally wrong and you need to let them know. Or it could be, if somebody disagrees with you, then they are attacking you as a person, as your fundamental worth as a human being. And we might not be aware of that until we start going down. And we can only operate at our level of awareness if we're not aware of our root causes that would produce those triggers that lead us to be argumentative. Then there's very little and perhaps nothing that we can actually do about it. So we need to become aware of what our belief system is that would cause those triggers to happen and cause those arguments to happen. And when we're aware of it, then we can choose to behave differently. And that's what Spirit are asking us to do, is to be able to make those choices to behave differently so that unnecessary arguments and disagreements and similar don't happen, because they're throwing out an energy into the world that is not helpful. And so the more that we can do this, the more we can vibrate at a higher level. And as we do that, the people around us will have to change in some way because our vibration is different. And so their vibration will have to change. And while it may seem it's only little me making one person difference, if enough of us do it, then the vibration starts to raise in general. And what spirits say is, let me read it out. This is the simplest way we can describe moving towards world peace. So our tiny change can have that butterfly effect so that we raise our vibration, others raise their vibration, and we move towards more of a level of world peace. So I hope that helps. Thank you for being with me, and we will see you in the next video.